What's up, everybody? Uncanny Omar here, looking like, let's see if that's better. No, maybe that one. No. Yeah, all right, orangey. How's it going? I am here. I hope you guys can see me and hear me just fine because, well, I'm at a hotel and you never know how streaming can go at a hotel. So I hope everybody's doing well. Can everybody see and hear me? Is it good? Are we good? Awesome. So I am at Tfcon with my oldest daughter, and I told her that I have to do this show because it's just a thing that I do, and she knows. So she's really sweet. She said, "All right, you got about an hour." So boss has spoken. I got an hour, and she rules more than my wife does. And so it's just me today. So really quickly, I thank all the folks that are here. Thank you, Kevin Connor, for the super sticker, and Mr. Tex for the super sticker. Thank you all so much. Chris Baga, how are you, my brother? And so many. Sorry, Lydia, don't hate it. She doesn't hate you all. She needs a little bit of break because there are a lot of people. We went to BotCon, which is the other Transformers convention, a few, was it 2 months ago, maybe? Or maybe last month. I can't remember. We've done so many cons, and that one wasn't as packed as this one is. So I love that this one is just so many things, so many artists here, so many creators, so many of the comic book artists are here, and then you have like the voice actors. But yeah, what's up, Derek? How's Chi-Town? Dude, we loved it. Yesterday, I wanted to get together with my buddy Max, who is here from overseas. He's in Chicago, and we couldn't do it because Chicago, yes, while he's only like, I think 35 miles away from here, it would have taken an hour and a half to get there from the hotel. It sucks. Yeah. Sick thumbnail. Good morning. How are you, MFedX? For the people wondering, by the way, about, oh my gosh, we don't need to talk about that in case Melanie's watching. How many Transformers? I did pick up some third-party Transformers that I enjoy so far. And let's see what I got. This guy. Oh, it's the exclusive, the cassette, Steeljaw. Got him. Had to go get in line for that guy. For the people that are waiting on the prices that they won, the first batch just went out this week. So I'm going to do, oh my gosh, it's going to be a total of like 7 or 8 batches just to let you all know if you're waiting on prices. So, give it some time. I promise I've gotten everybody's email. I think everybody from overseas has filled out what I needed. But yes, so congratulations again to all those winners. Thank you all for being a big part of this. There's my buddy Tina. Tina, you want to jump in? I can send you a link. Won't you jump in, Tina? I'm going to send you a link. I'm going to send you a link, Tina. I'm going to send you a link. Join me, Tina. Okay? Okay. You ain't got a choice. You shouldn't have said hello, Tina. All right, I'm going to send Tina a link. See if she can join me. Hope she's not at work. Good morning, Goosey. How are you? Nyan Yan. New Jersey. How long is this convention? It's just Saturday and Sunday. Hey, Marvel Bab, how are you doing? It's good to see you, man. Morning, Neil. Is this why you didn't spend so much at NYC? I actually, shut up, Josh. Well, Melanie's not here, right? There's a difference when Melanie goes with me. Good evening, Omar. Hope that was my good Transylvania voice. Omar, send me mine first. Don't you be greedy, Bar. Oh, you're getting ready for a wedding? Okay. Well, then you're going to be all looking pretty for this chat then, Tina. You're going to be overdressed. Omar, love your Map My videos. Would enjoy Executioner Songs, Fatal Attractions, Omni Post, House of M. Thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat, Kevin. I love making them. Right now, one of my co-hosts is taking a mental break, though, so I got to respect that. And yes, I could reach out and get somebody, but there's just something special about the 4 of us when we get together, if that makes sense, right? Unless they are like, hey, you know what? It's going to be a long time. I can't do this. Go out and find someone. So that's awesome. Hey, Omar, I'm the Long Shot Gallery Edition guy. When it's coming, by the way. No way you joined me. Hey.
Hey, let me turn it this way.
Hear me?
There we go.
Why are you so freakishly there we go.
Freakishly what?
It was just like slow motion. How are you, dude? You look really nice. Are you going
Thank
to
you. I am getting ready for, I guess, a wedding celebration. So
a wedding celebration. Your makeup looks like Harley Quinn is what Unstoppable Bar said.
I'm trying to straighten my hair, and you're like, jump in, and I'm like, oh gosh, Omar.
Just don't have anything embarrassing in the background that will get me demonetized. Okay, anything weird?
No, it's towels. That's it. I'm in my bathroom.
Aren't you supposed to be wearing white for the wedding?
Well, so the wedding already happened. This is kind of like the after party or party for the wedding.
Interesting. What a good idea. Double the gifts. Hi, Omar. Will you be making an overview of the Marvel Comics library from Tfcon? Probably, yes. Uncle Omar. What's up, Manuel Harper? I appreciate your breakdown, Jeff Johns. Green Lantern reading order. It all makes sense now. Oh, dude, you're so welcome. I love doing those. So it's a lot of time. Well, thank you, Tina, for joining me even just for a little bit. Omar, do you think they'll reprint other Uncanny X-Men OHCs as Omnis, like the Fall of the Mutants, or will they just make new books? I think they will reprint them, right? I mean, otherwise, if you're waiting for volume 20 of Uncanny X-Men to get you to Fatal Attractions, you're going to be waiting a long time. And who needs that? It's illegal to wear a white dress to a wedding. I don't think so. I would.
No.
Assistant to the wedding party. Is this what you do? You're an assistant?
No. And of all places where this is going to be is round one in Louisville, Kentucky. So we're going to party with some arcade games and some Japanese like DDR and stuff.
Oh, sorry. I just got a text message from a buddy of mine that's here. I had no idea he was going to be here.
Is Lydia enjoying it?
Yeah, she's loving it. She's a little overwhelmed because it's huge, and there are a lot of people here that have like their artwork, and she is like, I got to get this stuff. Any gallery edition news coming out? I know of one or two that are coming, but I can't say a word yet. If you're looking for breaking news, I have one video filmed. I believe it's moved on to the lawyers to get approved. So hopefully that will come out sometime this week. And filming 2 more. Is Batman Rebirth good? Ups and downs for me. I've always said that Tom King's run is ups and downs for me. Some people loved it. I did not think it had a strong beginning with, what was it? The Gotham Girl and Gotham. But I did like I Am Suicide and a few of the stories. So ups and downs, honestly. Tina is going on in secret mode. No question, just love, respect, and Newt. Oh, Melanie's going to kill me. Thank you so much, John. Do I have a... There we go.
Newt.
Yes, so Melanie is hanging out with my youngest daughter. They're going to, like, nerdy stuff, like museums and zoos. And I'm, like, here with my oldest. We're partying at freaking Tfcon, Transformers Convention. Is it stupid to buy the Batman Loeb Cell Omnibus if I have all the OHCs? Why is that stupid? You buy what you want to. If the way that you can justify it, be like, look, it's all in one place. I don't have to go and gather the other hardcovers. So no, that's not stupid. Are they going to do a $20.99 omnibus? And does anybody know anything about the new series? I heard there's going to be new characters. I know there's a new series with Spider-Man $20.99, so it gives me hope that they're going to do another Spidey $20.99 omnibus. So I hope that's coming. And what I really want is a Doom $20.99 omnibus. Tina, who's your favorite Transformers?
You're trying to put me on the spot, aren't you? Who's my favorite Transformer? I don't know. One of the Transformers? Was that Starscream?
Everybody likes Starscream. Do you think Tina would like Starscream? She guesses so.
She guesses so.
Let me take this one. Omar, what's the deal with Kyle sneaking Comicsgate books into your halls? I feel like you're being taken advantage of because he's not telling you, and it's giving them unintended spotlight. I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't think he knows, nor cares. And there's a lot of people like that out there, woke NATO. I'm serious, like that don't know who these comic creators are or have no interest in what they have to say. They just like something and they buy it. And if they send me something, of course, I have to spotlight it. But I don't even know what book. See, I don't even know what book you're talking about from the last haul. Hey, Omar, what's the new modern epic collection like Spider-Gwen? What series would you like to see collected? What I think needs to be collected are things like Guardians of the Galaxy. I would love to see that. Like the DNA era. I think that everybody needs to read the DNA era. Who's that pretty lady? That is TikTok Tina or White Cat Cosplay. I don't know what she goes by these days. Why am I not Uncanny? Is it too early? It was too early, man. There we go. Uncanny Omar. We definitely need a Kyle Rayner. Oh, dude, you're
Why are you
preaching to the choir, Ryan? I know,
in the bathroom while you're streaming?
Oh, sorry, Heather. Was pumped when you said the one-on-one tier had an open spot, and I grabbed it right away. What kinds of things do you normally talk about on those? Anything you want, my brother. Anything you want. Thank you for being there. Melanie usually sends out like the calendar at the end of the month, so we schedule something. So yeah, anything you want. Some people want me to map out some stuff. Some people just want to have a therapeutic session with me. It really is wonderful, though. So thank you. Oh, man, you look beautiful. That's why Omar's the best. Thanks, man. I didn't even put my beard balm on today. I appreciate that. What a compliment. As we know, next year, they're taking a break from reprints and focusing on new books. Not 100%, because keep in mind, they're still getting some out there. And the reason they're focusing on new books is because the catalog needs to be made, and PRH makes like their catalog a lot sooner than Diamond did. So that's what they're focusing on. Is it true that Transformers franchise was a takeoff? Shh, I don't even need to read that. No, it didn't have anything to do with GoBots. Shockwave. FedEx likes Shockwave. My daughter approves. Hey, Uncanny Omar, I'm in the middle of Berserk reading binge. Good journey, man. I have to thank you for having a part in making me finally read this masterpiece. I'm glad you're enjoying it, dude. It's the best. Final Hachette Marvel volume from the 2012 series is out Wednesday. 280 hardcovers in nearly 11 years. Wow. You're in Vampire Land too, Radu? That's awesome. Yeah, I actually made a live cast from the West Coast. That's awesome, dude. Let me keep going through the comments. How's the Transformer reading? That's exactly what I'm working on this weekend, the Transformers reading order. It's good. And I was thinking, like, should I add the manga in there, or that may throw people off?
You should throw in the manga. I don't think there's enough Transformers manga out there.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Tina, for making my job harder. Yeah.
Sorry.
I did notice I didn't say Bendis Guardians of the Galaxy, but some people like that. I was talking about the DNA era. What's up with you? The View with Drew. Hey, Omar, what is your favorite Ed Benes art after Birds of Prey? His Superman run and his Justice League. I love his Justice League. By that time, he had perfected that art style. And that was on a flagship book. So it was the flagship title with Brad Meltzer. So, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Omar, I've got to head off.
You take care. Thank you for
being
here.
Have fun.
Have fun at the wedding. Bye, Heather. I love you. Sorry I let your wife jump on. Okay, bye. Okay. Hey, Omar's Dixon's 7-year run on tech going to be collected in Dark Knight's Detective? I don't think so. I mean, I at this point, I don't know. We're lucky that we're actually getting some. I think they'll probably start their own collection because at that time, Dixon was, he was not just on Batman, but he also did Nightwing and Robin and Birds of Prey. So he was like everywhere. So if you were reading DC Comics in the late 80s, early 90s, more than likely you were reading his stuff. And that was the stuff I grew up with. But I don't think they would collect it that way. Do you know something about Nocturnal's Volume 3 release, or are you going to make a Volume 2? I did a Volume 2 overview with the Dark Horse stuff, if you want to check that out. Oh, Lydia, help me out with this one. Come here. This is a good question. Top 5 favorite Transformers stories from comics. What do you think mine are?
I have no idea. I think I know.
Well, if you had to guess,
I know Last Stand of the Record.
Correct. Last Stand of the Records.
All Hail Megatron.
All Hail Megatron.
I don't know what else.
Matrix Quest has to be up there. The beginning of Phase 2 of More Than Meets the Eye, and the Overlord story arc. Without going into spoilers, amazing stuff. What's your favorite?
I have no idea.
You don't like to choose? Like, okay. She's a little shy. Dan Abnett wrote a lot of 90s Marvel UK stuff. It's way past that stuff. I think we're getting a little bit of that in Knights of Pendragon, right? Opening the doors up for some things. Oh, dude, Claymore was so good. Don't watch the anime because the anime, kind of like Berserk anime, though, the original anime, just doesn't really end. What do you think what do you think are the best of your omnibus from an entire list? My favorite has to be either Uncanny Volume 1 or Uncanny Volume 3. I'm serious. Like, both of those mean a lot to me. I think they said no for that because I think they're I'm sorry. He's asking if I've heard back from David about MJ Black Cat mini in that McKay omnibus. I think they said no because they have plans for more MJ Black Cat. Dude, Cassandra Cain omnibus. Oh my gosh, I would be all over that. All over that. Who is Wonder Woman does not include. I saw that. It doesn't include the annual, which wraps up the story. I think that's a typo on DC's part, honestly. Starman Volume 2 is still coming. I don't think it's been canceled. Do you think they'll release more JSA Omnis because of the Black Adam movie? I mean, we only have 3, right? You're talking about the post era, like after John's leaves? Well, no, that's collected in there. Because no, what's not collected is was it Matthew Sturgis, I think, with Freddie Williams? Because it's split up into 2, JSA and JSA All-Stars, I think. That's what it was. That stuff didn't even get finished being printed in trade paperback format. Dark of the Moon is underrated. I could let you talk to my daughter about in our house. We don't watch what's it called? The Bayformers. Now she can find it on her own. She's 13 years old. She can go on the internet and find the Bayformers. But I'm a father that does not give my kids Bayformers. That's what I'm saying. It's your Transformers reading order. You should probably lay out what books people need to get to finish out the publish. I am going to do that too. Yeah. Unfortunately, Phase 3 will end with Volume 3, and there will not be really and I mapped it out. And I was like, I think they could probably push it to 3 more volumes would have wrapped up that series. And I'm heartbroken about that. Seriously, heartbroken about that. Any ideas if there will be a Department of Truth? I think there will be. Seriously. I think there will be a hardcover. I mean, more than likely. Barb with the super sticker. Soft cover Omar. I think that's what I'm calling myself now. Omar, will die OHC be the same height? I believe they try to make those the same size as far as the Descender, Ascender, those kind of deluxe editions. But I think that's what die is going to be. Or is it going to be taller because it's thicker than the usual OHCs? I think it's going to be the same. Hello, Omar from Brazil. Have you read Come Prima like before, along with Ballad for Sophie? My best read this year. Congrats on the channel. Thank you, brother. And I've heard I do have Ballad for Sophie written down, but I am going to write down the Come Prima. Uncanny Volume 2 over Volume 1. But Volume 1 is important to me because I have that signed by people that are no longer with us. And it was my first omnibus. So you always remember your first, right? Volume 2, of course, has the better stories. By that point, John Byrne had come over. And, I mean, that has Dark Phoenix Saga. That has Days of Future Past. It has the return of Dave Cockrum. So, yeah, of course, Volume 2 is the better stories. Arjun, you ain't been here for a minute because you're getting Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4. All right, let's see. It's been a while, but college, apps, and school have been – I thought you left me because you got your Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 4 announcement. Still haven't thanked you for that. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4. You're welcome, man. Where you been? I'm glad you're here. I hope school's going well, brother. I haven't seen Black Adam yet. I'm hoping to this weekend, so Amanda and I can review it next week. All Hell Megatron made me drop IDWs. Transformers. Dude, All Hell Megatron, you didn't like it? I loved it. It was so ridiculous. I hate humans, so not humanity as a whole. I mean humans in the Transformers comics. So I like when the Decepticons just come in and just take over everything. What's an omnibus that I'm able to read over and over again? You know, somebody wanted me to, my buddy Justin that I do one-on-ones with, he suggested doing things like that. And I find this list really difficult. So I have done my top 10 books that I've read over and over. My most read books, if you want to look that up on the channel. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago when I did that. But the list that he wanted me to do is what collected edition should everybody have on their shelf. And I find that so freaking hard to do because I don't want to come across as pretentious or a know-it-all, because I'm far from that. And I don't know how I would even word that. Like, this is the book, because there are certain movies, I think, and that this is where it came from. The idea came from, and I think Derek and I talked about this too. Like, there are certain movies that you just have to own. that you, even though you haven't seen, right? Like The Godfather and things like that. Like the best format of The Godfather and the best format of, like Criterion Collection, some of those movies. So if you have like, what absolutes would I tell people to get? Like 10 absolutes, if whether they're in print or not. That is a really difficult list to work on. Omar, what's the deal with that Marvel box set from 2021? I was told not to say anything because they might still work on it. Joey, this guy is so positive. Hope your day's going well, brother. I hope that you are doing well. I have had a revelation in regards to college that I should focus less on grades and more on understanding material. I hope that you all remain well. Buddy, you keep killing it at college. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Sturgis Willingham, that's right, they were both writing it, did a run, as well as Mark Guggenheim. And then it got canceled, sadly. The mechanical design transform. Oh, the Bayformers movies? I'll give them that. Thank God the only Bayformers semi-watchable was the first one. Keep in mind that came out when I was the target audience. I did watch one in the second one. I can't even remember what it was called. And we did. I'll take back. We did watch Bumblebee, didn't we, baby? Lydia. We watched Bumblebee, didn't we? Gotcha. You're such a teenager with your iPods. What are those things called? Your AirPods. Will Transformers hardcover ever be reprinted starting Phase 1? Not by IDW. Favorite Transformers crossover? Oh, that one's hard because I'm partial to the Marvel G.I. Joe Transformers. That one's good. I liked aspects of Revolution just because it was G.I. Joe, Mask, ROM. Tomb of Dracula has been taken off of the catalog, but I think it will come back later on. I don't think it's been canceled. I'm usually not one to talk about things that I dislike instead of bashing it, but Bayformers are total trash. Now, yes, I realize there's a whole genre or a whole group of people that were raised on Bayformers, and more power to you if you like it. It's just not my cup of tea. Yes. So Rebellion announced the Ballad of Halo Jones omnibus, and I cannot wait to read it. I read part of it for the first time in the best of 2000 AD, and I do. For anybody that knows, I think somebody did answer me in the comments, but that stuff was originally in black and white, right? Because it feels like somebody went in there and recolored it. Did the complete Gail Simone Red Sonja omnibus reprint get pushed to 2023? Oh, man. I'll have to check. The last time I saw it got pushed into November. Yeah, I did like Bumblebee. Greetings from New York. New Epic or Omni announcements this week? Yes to both. I need one more cover for the Epics, and then I need to make the bat signal or the Epic signal out to Curtis to join me. You think Brand New Day Omnibus Volume 2 or Uncanny or Ultimate Spider-Man 3 next year? Me, being selfish, of course I would rather have Brand New Day Omni 2. But for the sake of every one of my viewers that like Ultimate Spider-Man more, let's get that out there. Any news on the next classic Avenger? No news yet. What's up, man? Illumin Nerdy. I like that. New Frontier, right? I think about like what is a must when it comes to absolutes. It's such a hard list. Like, I mean, obviously Watchmen, but then there are people that are like, oh, Watchmen's overrated. But to me, like, Watchmen is overrated there's a reason why it's regarded as the best comic book, though. Yeah, see, like, Watchmen is up there. Books like Salmon and Hickman's books give you more insight on rereads. I'd go with those. Depending on which Hickman, but I agree with that. And Gaiman, I don't think I got more out of his Eternals. At the end of the day, it's your opinion. Who cares if people disagree? And I think that's why people make lists like that, like top 10 lists. And those seem to do really well no matter whose channel you're watching, no matter if you're watching wrestling or movies or anime or video games. Whenever they make a top, it becomes really interesting because the people chime in, right? But I put a lot of thought into these lists. That's why it takes me forever. Otherwise, you'd see a top 15, top 20, top 10 every week. Because I take it so serious. I'm like, okay, this is it. Desert Island. Now that we have Uncanny 5 and Amazing Spider-Man 4, let's begin a campaign for Aaron by Thor. I think that will come out. Speaking of campaign for classic Avengers is what I want. I want that stuff, man. I want that Volume 5. Growing up, my dad and I went to see all Bayformers together, so they have nostalgia for me despite not being the best. What matters is that you have that memory with your dad. But, I think it's great. And yes, it's just my take on it. I'm not crapping on anybody's taste. If you enjoy it, go for it. And it had Megan Fox, right? Or maybe the first 2 movies did. First trans movie got lost to Golden Compass and CG Bear with a hat at that year's Oscars for special effect. The Golden Compass. I forgot. They got made into a TV show. iPods. My dad and Omar are the same person. Confirmed. Thanks for making me feel old. Bro, I'm so mad. The 20th anniversary Hush is literally standard hardcover. I heard. People have been wanting me to do overviews of it, so one's coming my way next week. Remind me when Oh My God is 1 and 2. I was told November, so keep an eye out. Thank you for the super chat, Jeff, by the way. Is Gerard Way's Doom Patrol the same vein as Morrison's? I'll be honest with you. I'm excited about that book, but I remember reading it and not enjoying it as much. Like, it's really difficult to be a fan of something and be able to write your own story. And I'll give you an example of somebody that I really respect their writing. I like Ron Mars. I think Ron Mars did amazing work on, granted, what he had to do with Kyle Rayner, and the Parallax story arc with Emerald Twilight. But I think he's a phenomenal writer. When I interviewed him years ago when I used to have a podcast, he was telling me the worst thing that he can remember writing was the Thor run. And I remember not digging his Thor run. And it was because he said his problem was that he was a fan of Walter Simonson's Thor. And the problem with being a huge fan of Walter Simonson's Thor, Walter Simonson. No, I said that right. Man, I need some sleep. Is that he tended to write the same stories that Walter Simonson did and was not able to tell his own. He was like, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. And I feel like, in a way, Gerard Way was doing that in the first half. So I kind of stopped reading it. So I'm excited to read because I was enjoying it. It's just one of those books that I think got dragged down by delay. I mean, this is the dude from My Chemical Romance, right? So he's busy doing that. Yes, Halo Jones was originally black and white. That's what I thought, the way that it looked. Megan Fox is not the right type of pretty. She's a very attractive lady. What's your favorite current ongoing Marvel run, or do you not really? I read ongoings with trades. I'll tell you what I just read that I really liked. I don't know if you guys have read it. Is the Benjamin Percy Ghost Rider. I dug that. Like, it's more violent and more horror centric than I thought it was going to be. It's an ongoing series. There was the first 5 issues in the trade. I did enjoy that. X-Men Red, I liked. Immortal X-Men. The book by Donny Cates. Hulk is fun, but I like Thor more. I think Thor is a little bit better. And there was another book that I really enjoyed that Marvel did, but we'll come back to that. As far as DC, I really like, oh my gosh, Nightwing has been phenomenal. Melanie made me read the Chip Zdarsky's Batman book, or the first few issues he's got out. Solid reading. I forgot Zdarsky's Daredevil's fun too. Although not as good as before Devil's Reign, but still fun. Moon Knight by Jed McKay. Excellent. I like that too. Batgirls, dug that. And I really like Philip Kennedy Johnson's Superman because somebody gave me a copy. One of my wonderful viewers gave me his copy of the finale to that. What was it? The War World, I think. And I had to go back and get the rest digitally until the trades come out. Just finished Watchmen. It was awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Will you be doing I'll be doing an overview this week of Wonder Woman by George Perez, the new printing, and the new Teen Titans as well. When is X Factor Volume 2 coming out? I've got it. Not here. Sorry. Only got what omnibus did I bring with me? Oh, War of the Bounty Hunters. Where the heck is it? Maybe it's in the car. Dang it. The that one I think is in November. So I think some of these dates are still trying to push around. I'm going to ask if I can get a final date. And by the way, if you're not part of our social media, try to check us out, because that's where I do share like the most updated covers. Like I just shared the updated covers for Venom by Donny Cates, and of course the upcoming Miracle Man, because they have different spines. I know sometimes people buy them based on the spines. And then there's I'm asking for the King in Black. Not yet, man. I have not seen Black Adam, but I'm going to this week to review it. Any chance of Savage Sword of Conan Volume 1 being reprinted? Oh, there's always a chance, but not by Marvel, sadly. Top 10 near mint condition videos you must watch before you die. You won't believe number 7. That's clickbait. I love it. When New Mutants and Excalibur Volume 3. I don't know. Don't know. Top 10 90s run. Edgy's 90s get some more love. Oh, dude, I love 90s. 90s gets thrown in this category of just garbage, and I don't get it. People really hate on it, but there were some awesome stories in the 90s, man. Or when I started rewatching Batman Beyond, and holy crap, I forgot how amazing the show is. It was, man. The voicing, the animation, and I love the stories. Not as good as the animated series because nothing will be, but Beyond is so freaking good. And the movie, man, Return of the Joker, solid. Based on some things you have mentioned in other streams, you seem like a big movie fan. Do you also collect? I also collect physical media. I do. Like 4K. And if I really like something, it has to be like the limited edition. I don't really go out of my way to collect them anymore, or video games, just because, I don't have the time, and everything is so easy to find through streaming. But there are certain things that I like. When Rocky comes out in 4K, I'll have to get it. Like I have Wrath of Khan in 4K. My buddy Kyle sent me, what was it? Legend, the European cuts. Those are awesome. When's that Dark Heart Omnibus coming out? Oh no, man! I used my my get out of jail free card so they can make changes to Uncanny 5. No Darkhawk anymore. Actually, I was going to ask for Ghost Rider. So any chance of a reprint of JMS Thor Omnibus? It was voted in our top 20, and thank you for the super chat, R0. So I'm hoping that gives it a strong chance to come back. Umbrella Academy is Doom Patrol book that Wade wrote before he got Young Animal. He'd used a lot of the ideas because he was a big fan of Doom Patrol. And I feel like Doom Patrol has the same issues that I had with Umbrella Academy. A lot happens and not enough growth. And that's different than, Morrison's run. That's different than Rachel Pollack's run. It's like he wanted to add all the quirkiness of these things that he enjoyed, but there wasn't the time and the issues to do all of the character development that I enjoyed also about that run. You're enjoying the Ghost Rider, huh? Yeah, dude, I dug it. It surprised me. And yes, I did enjoy Batman by Chip Zdarsky. What's up with the new Punisher Ennis story? It's supposed to come out later this year. When I interviewed him, he said he was going to be working on that. Yeah, so I should be wrapping up and coming out this year. Softcover Omar, thank you for the super sticker bar. Can I read the entirety of Hickman's X-Men without being confused? I'm asking because I know that it connects to other stories. I would at least read House and Powers of X, X-Men, and the X of Swords, just because it plays a big part in that. You don't have to read Hellfire Gala because his issue is the only issue if you're just reading X-Men. It's actually his finale, and then that leads into Inferno. That's what I would read. Omar, with this trend of Marvel changing covers lately, do you think they're just going to stop doing 3 cover choices? I'm worried about Ghost Spider, Inhuman cover. People have asked me why they've changed them. I don't know why they change covers sometimes. I know that PRH is supposed to keep it updated, being the distributor, but sometimes they don't. So that's why I ask for covers for the people that have pre-ordered something and maybe they change their mind. So I know sometimes with licensed things like Star Wars, somebody might come in and decide to change the cover. And that's what happened with Dr. Aphra. What are your thoughts on 90s Avengers comics with Black Knight? Love Black Knight. I love the love triangle between him and Cersei and Crystal. Black Knight is like my favorite Avenger too. White Vision, Beardless Hercules, and tons of jackets. Leather jacket years, man. I like it. I don't hate on that. I actually dig it. But you're also talking to, and this is where I lose everybody, a guy that actually didn't mind the crossing. I thought the crossing was fun. Plus, it had like early DNA stuff. Oh, that is right, Mr. Tex. Thank you. That was the other book, Iron Man by Christopher Cantwell, which is coming up to an ending and wrapping up, sadly. Hopefully, we'll get an OHC out of that, or an OHC out of Doom. Hi, Omar. Do your omnis sag at the bottom of the pages tend to touch the shelf? Then to bend due to touching the shelf. New to omnis, and it happens with some of my big ones. Should I just ignore it? You can ignore it. That's what I do. Some people I've seen buy book blocks to keep the sagging, but I mean, I don't know. There's actually a thing that you can buy that you put inside. It looks like a sleeve, and it's got like a anti-sack block. I've seen styrofoam. I've seen people get creative with it, but for me, I mean, it's just the nature of a book. Books are meant to be read, and and that's why I made that video of my most read books, because I think I had like a limited edition book. I mean, that's what books are. They're supposed to be read. And please, at this moment, I just want to remind everybody to smash that like button. That really does help out with our YouTube algorithm. And thank you so much for being here. Not sure how much longer I can go. My daughter says that, no, she's good now. She's listening to her own thing. So we got a little bit. Don't read War of the Bounty Hunters without being current to the event and the Vader Star Wars series. And War of the Bounty Hunters is the beginning of that trilogy, because then we get Crimson Reign and then the Hidden Fortress. I got to go, Omar. I hope that you and Lydia have a great time at the convention. Thank you, brother. Thank you. People who say 90s comics suck have never read from the 90s. Right? I think, yeah, people just tend to group everything together. Oh, the 60s is garbage. The Silver Age is crap. The Golden Age is not for me. Like, wait, I think I'm one of those people. But I did try. I tried several different Golden Age stories, and it just wasn't for me. And from a historical side of comics, of course, I appreciate what happened before. What's up, Psycho Cleveland? The Batman Beyond comics were solid. I hope there's an omnibus of that one day. Do you send Kyle stuff? He hooks you up a lot. Kyle is a wonderful dude. Never ask for anything. I think sometimes he'll ask me for a near mint condition shirt, and I'm like, you got it. By the way, if you're interested in that, we do have a spread shop where you can buy near mint condition gear. 90s gave us Marvel's Avengers Volume 3, Untold Tales of Spider-Man, Doc Hulk, some good Marvel tales. Absolutely. Also Preacher. Transmetropolitan. There's some wonderful 90s stuff that people just forget about because it's like, hey, DC celebrating, and what's going on, Rebel by Design? Anniversaries like Mike Corrigan having white bread toast over whole wheat as a treat. They do love celebrating anniversaries. Yo, Omar, make your bet. This is a hotel, man. I don't even ask the people in the hotel to make the bet. We do need a Warlord Omnibus. Absolutely. Soon enough, the Punisher will be renamed to the Pacifier. Wasn't that was a what the, wasn't it? Where he's wearing like a pacifier? No, he's taking care of babies? Wasn't that a what the, or was it what if nobody is watching The Watcher? Is Marvel going to release any books for New Mutants as their 40th anniversary? Man, it is the anniversary of the Hulk. It is the anniversary of the Avengers, of X-Men, of Sergeant Fury next year. And what else? So there is a Sergeant Fury Epic Collection Volume 2 coming out. I know that got leaked, so I just went ahead to that. That's one of the epics. For the people that have been waiting years for that. What is it? There's another anniversary. I said X-Men. Avengers. Yeah, but anyway, it's an anniversary of all these characters. Dude, Sugar Man, you're never dead to me. How have you been, brother? Which cover do I like better? Uncanny 5. I was hoping they would do a modern cover. I know. I'm blasphemous for saying that because I like the modern covers. I've seen the classic covers my entire life. But if I had to choose between the two, I really like the Trial of Magneto 200. It's classic. It's a classic cover. You can't go wrong with that one. And as much as I love Barry Windsor Smith and 205 being one of the top 10 best standalone Wolverine stories ever, it's just one of those that I like it to be more team more of the team instead of just Wolvie. And if I had to choose between that, using that one or 207 when Wolverine's slashing through the cover, I would have bought that one. That one, for some reason, that John Romita image I drew over and over when I was a kid. Hey, Omar, do you think X-Men will ever get back to the basics? Absolutely. It's X-Men, right? We could complain I remember when I was reading Grant Morrison's run, which brought me back to comics. I remember when they were writing new X-Men, I kept thinking, oh, this is awesome. I love it. But then about a year, 2 years into it, I'm like, kind of missing the Sabretooth fights, the mansion. Everything goes back to the basics, man. How many times has that mansion been destroyed? I just bought the crossing from my local comic book store. God bless you. When I've noticed that happening, I just flipped the book in the DJ. Okay. I've been sorting Tony at work some comics to read. Valerian and Ennis, Authority, kept rest in part. Yes, Carlos Esqueda passed away. Yeah, he's the co-creator, of course, of Judge Dredd and Storming Dog, right? Black Knight had his lightsaber sword also. Yes. You also need to read early Hickman New Mutants. I don't think you need to read the New Mutants, though, to enjoy his X-Men run. But, I mean, if you want to complete everything, I agree. Okay, then yes. Remember, happy Saturday. Now that it's seemingly almost at an end, what are your overall thoughts on the Krakoa era of X-Men? It's a shame that Hickman didn't get to complete his original vision. Well, that was up to him, though, right? When I talked to him, he said that he didn't his reasoning for leaving X-Men was because Marvel pays him too much to be doing monthly series, and he doesn't like doing monthly series. He likes to do big things. So that's what he's working on now with Valerio Schitti. And because I was always under the impression that editors forced him out, but he was like, no, it was my decision to leave. I don't want to write monthly series, which sucks because I kind of wanted him to keep writing it. I thought it had an amazing start. Probably one of the best wiping the slate clean starts I've ever read in X-Men. I mean, top 3 for sure. Had a huge twist. This isn't spoiling anything. His run on X-Men itself, ups and downs. There's some characters that I'm like, I don't know if Krakoa's messing with this character or if this character would actually act like that. But overall, it was nice. It made X-Men reading, it made reading X-Men monthly fun again. And I haven't had that much fun reading X-Men in a long time. Do you see a Star Wars Old Republic Omni reprint happening? Not anytime soon, unfortunately. Heard some amazing things, but it's difficult. I know, and it came and went. That book, actually, no, it stuck around for a while, but people weren't able to get it. I hope you can find it, seriously. Physical media over digital every time, absolutely. Or that Storm cover. Yeah, that Storm cover is nice, too. I like that. 30th anniversary of Black Axe and Plasmer next year, too. Let's not forget Plasmer. I haven't heard anyone talk about that. What do I think about Taylor Swift's new album, Midnight? I have no thoughts, man. I ain't even heard it. 2099, Thunderstrike, Scarlet Spider, Steel, Superboy, Dan Ketch, Carnage, Darkhawk, Spawn, all products of the 90s and all great reads. I love that you threw Darkhawk in there. God bless you. And Thunderstrike. No one talks about Thunderstrike. My friend told me about Dark Knights of Steel, written by Tom Taylor. Sign me up. It's I actually read that the week I did my haul. Solid, fun. Wish it was oversized. Don't sleep on Cooper Age books. Still affordable as heck. Yeah, I was the same way, dude. I was like, what happened? Why did you leave? And he was like, oh, it was just it was funny the way. I don't know if you've ever seen interviews with him, how laid back and calm he is. He's like, they pay me too much to do monthly titles. I need to do big things. So interesting take. I guess he knows what he's worth. Super sticker from Bar. Thank you so much. Soft cover. Please. Give me a Harley GIF. Okay. Harley GIF. I don't know what Melanie's got. There she goes. Harley GIF. Booty shaking. Okay. Just wanted to thank you for the Harley 20th anniversary combi. You have no idea how much I don't know what you're talking about, Bar. What are you talking about? I don't buy things randomly for people. I don't know what you're talking about. I think Midnight is the best yet. What is going on? Psycho Cleveland, how is she? How is you? Midnight's is amazing. I've listened to it 3 times. Are you talking about Taylor? Are we talking about Taylor Swift? I would like a symbiote Spider-Man by Peter David with all the miniseries. We're getting one, right? We're getting the what was it? It's the one with the Hulk, the Bill Mantlo story, the Crossroads. We're getting that one. Seeing that cover change to American Vampire Volume 2, what are some of your last minute cover changes and your least favorite cover changes? So this is what I meant. And this is, thank you so much, Justin. Because when people ask me about like what's going on with cover changes, it's up to the distributor to keep everybody in the loop. So they get files. So we've seen not just Marvel cover changes at the last minute. We've seen DC with Batwoman, with Deathstroke, Terminator, with the latest American Vampire. My least is that freaking Deathstroke and Batwoman. Not a fan of either one of those covers. The covers they had solicited were so much better. That Priest Omnibus, the one that I think they still have it at Amazon, the cover that they solicited, that was awesome. And the Batwoman one, instead of the boot, why did you change that? As far as like some of my favorite last minute, I really like the Ben Omnibus with the Hamlet. I wish they hadn't changed that one. I mean, I get it, Venom screaming from issue number 1, but I really like the Hamlet, like Eddie Brock with his symbiote holding the skull. A take on the classic Spider-Man cover by Eric Larson. I thought that was so good. I don't know why it was changed. So maybe that's one of my least favorite changes too. But favorites, I'm happy with Young Avengers no matter what, because it's all Jim Chung anyway. So I was good with any of the changes they made there. Best change they made, I don't know. Trying to think. Because the King in Black copy I got, I think, had a different cover too. That's why I want to go ahead. Let me double check if I still have a picture of it, and then I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Because I don't think this was solicited. Give me 1 second. I'll show you all. Got to run, Omar. Enjoy the rest of your time in Chicago. Don't forget to eat lots of pizza. Woo! That heartburn, man. Yesterday from eating pizza. Getting too old for that. Any chance you can give us a hint whether or not Proteus Epic Collection is getting a reprint? It's the only part I'm missing in the Claremont collection. I don't think, no, that one is not in the next announcement. Why isn't this working? Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can do this. Fine, we'll do it the hard way. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do is send that to myself and see if I can upload it. Reading Panther's Rage for the first time. Good stuff. Dude, I'm a big fan of that. Why doesn't Kate's Venom say Venomnibus on the spine? Yeah, I noticed that too. It's just Venom, right? I don't know. Maybe it was last minute change to keep the image at the bottom. I don't know that one, man. All right, here we go. Let me show you the Venom cover, or the King in Black cover I got. Are the rumors true? Yes, all rumors are true. And this is okay, here we go. But yeah, if you were asking about that the Epic of Proteus, that one's not in the next batch. Okay, so this is the cover that I got. I don't have the book with me. I just got this in this week. I don't think that one was solicited. This is the direct market cover to King in Black. So they've changed some things. So I'm asking for both covers when they come about. Omar, have you heard from Hickman if there are any plans to reprint volume 2 or 3 of the compendiums hardcovers of Invincible? I assume you mean Invincible. What's up, Mega Shrimpster? Bah, Hulk Smash, Puny Beard Man. 40th anniversary is this year, not 2023. 40th? I thought it was 60th. Yeah, you super chatted me, man, so I ain't going to correct you. We'll just say it was his 40th. I got you. Why is Hulk trying to smash me? How will they deal with the Omni gap between Stern and Michelini, McFarlane? Because I don't think there really was a notable writer or artist. I think it'll just be picking up the loose ends, right? Graham, how are you, buddy? Sorry if this question has already been asked, but what's the schedule for next week? Oh, good question. Sunday is the Extreme X-Men overview. Tuesday or Monday is the Miracle Man overview, which I cannot wait to talk about, and the TMNT Compendium Volume 1. Wednesday or Tuesday is the trade paperbacks. Wednesday is the oh my gosh, I'm busy. I just realized how freaking busy I am. Oh, I gotta think about this. Wednesday, I gotta do Fantastic Four by John Byrne in there too, so I may put that in on. So you might get 3 shows out of me on Tuesday, just to make sure I get that out there. Because I also have to do Wonder Woman and Teen Titans. I have the Marvel. Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Marvel upcoming or the solicitations for February. And then Friday's the upcoming collected editions for November. I got to be, man, I'm busy. Woo! Oh, wow. You can tell Omar worked in IT. They all make that choo-choo sound when they're waiting for a program to load. Yeah, we did. 20 years in IT, man. Knights of Pendragon. I believe that is November, the last I looked. That one and my freaking New Warriors. Hopefully they're coming at the same time. I hope so. I'm sending a reminder Monday that, hey, guys at Marvel, it's also the Avengers anniversary. Just show them some love. Hey, Omar, love the channel. You got me back into comics. Do you know when the release review for AVX Omnibus will be? Probably in 2 weeks' time. Thank you for the kind words, man. I'm so glad you're here for comics. That's awesome. I want that TMNT, but it's missing a key issue. Yep. It's missing, for people that are wondering, it is missing the Dave Sim Cerebus issue, which is weird because it was in the big collections. So it is missing that issue, but it is supposed to contain Volume 2. Will have more of the stuff that was not done by Eastman and Laird. I'm not struggling with Wi-Fi. What are you talking about? I'm Wi-Fi'd, right? Am I not Wi-Fi'd? What's happening here? I can only do so much because of the the hotel, whatever Wi-Fi they give me. Currently debating pulling a trigger on a reasonably priced Old Republic Omni now. Thanks for the heads up, Omar. Yeah, I don't think they'll do one that fast. They did one of Dr. Aphra though, so maybe. Considering we're all mourning for Spider-Woman, I know I just got Volume 3 of the what's it called, the Masterwork. The proper thing for David to do would be to ease our suffering with the classic Omni announcement. That is a woman after my own heart. Yes, I agree with that. The Miracle Man overview is going to be Monday, and I'm going to be telling you something right now. That's going to be the first omnibus overview that I think I'm going to break my tradition of doing things. And I'm going to split it up into 3 parts. I'm going to talk about the history. I'm going to give you the pitch. And then I'm going to give you the spoiler part, which I'll warn people, of course, why I love it so much and why it's so important and why it's so, oh my gosh, there's some beautiful things. I just reread it and Miracle Man, sorry. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. I don't know how long that stupid video is going to be. Apologies ahead of time. Have you gotten in that Joe Gollum omnibus yet? I did. Did I? Yes, I think I did, yes. I've been enjoying it. I need to wrap it up and move into Treehouse of Horror. My little girl loves that so much that she wanted to do Hidden Gems with me. Looking forward to the review. I love that Miracle Man story. Moore did great on it. And it does have the latest colors. But, people sometimes in my comment section are like, good, because those original Eclipse colors were horrible. It needs to have the new colors. So, I don't know. I understand, right? And I'm sure there are people that are partial towards the Warrior black and white. Guess I'll be watching 2/3 of the Miracle Man overview. Absolutely. And I will still pitch why I think it's one of the best without going into spoilers, of course. But the spoiler part is really for the people that have read it or people that don't care about spoilers as to understand why it's one of the best things that have been released this year. Do you know if there are any plans for Grendel? No, dude, no. What's going on, Colombia? Colombiano acá en la casa, Ryan Longden. Dude, how's Colombia treating you? Bart, you just stop watching me for like 5 seconds? I just said what I was going to do. All right, recap. Sunday, Extreme X-Men. Monday, Miracle Man. TMNT Compendium. Tuesday, the Marvel trades, as well as the Fantastic Four by Byrne. And then Old Reader, New Reader. Wednesday will be the Wonder Woman, Teen Titans overview, as well as some Dark Horse stuff. Golly, that's a lot. Thursday will be the solicitations for Marvel for February of 2023, and then Friday is the upcoming collected editions. And somewhere in there will be some breaking news and Epic Collection news. I promise. Yes. Shogun Warriors. With Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon Omni, I realize Spider-Verse has never been executed well in comics. It's so busy, convoluted, it misses the entire point. I kind of dug aspects of it, though. I think aspects of Spider-Verse are great. When will it? I swear to God. Omar, when will you give us a Miracle Man review? I just told you Monday, man. Am I not being heard? Yes, baby. It's Extreme Sunday. It's awesome, man. I've never seen this many. Okay, I'm glad you're seeing the sites down there. Glad. Wonder Woman by George Paredes. The Wonder Woman. Spider-Man Noir cut her from the web of life for some nonsense. Omar, when will you discuss the new Epic? I need one more cover and then I can go live with Curtis. I did find some of the Marvel Man hardcovers trying to get background to get that Miracle Man Omni. Oh, you found some of them? That's awesome, dude. I used to have the Miracle Man hardcovers that Marvel put out. And I got rid of them because I was like, okay, surely they're going to be an omnibus. Oh, that's right. It was when Neil Gaiman was rumored to start his Silver Age. We just started this week. And it's so, I might break my rule of no more singles to go and check that out. Will be continued Captain America Golden Age from issue 24. I haven't heard about that one, but I'm sure one day there will be. For those of us back when are you reviewing Miracle Man on Monday? He's going Monday. For people in the back. Hey, Omar, what Omni currently in print would you recommend to begin reading Daredevil and Spider-Man? 100%. You Spider-Man, go with either JMS Volume 1 for modern run or the classic. It still holds to this day. My daughters loved it. Like, they love this classic Silver Age stuff. Absolutely. And as far as Daredevil, you're going to get the Miller one back in print, so you can't go wrong with that one. Bendis is out of print right now. Brubaker's out of print. But Brubaker's kind of, it's a good jumping on point, but it's going to ruin what happens at the end of Bendis' run. Yeah, so Marvel Man is Wednesday, Miracle Man is Monday. There we go. I said what I said. Didn't classic Marvel Man Volume 1 hardback miss 26 because of, did it? I don't remember. So you're saying Miracle Man will be reviewed. Y'all better watch that stupid video is all I'm saying. All right. Let's see. Slott didn't understand any of the characters in Spider-Verse. I think he was overwhelmed and ready to leave the book by then, though. I think that his magnum opus is, of course, Superior Spider-Man. But I think by the time that stuff was happening, I think he was just done. Omar, do you think the Joker does anybody know how to pronounce this man's name? I really thought it was Tynion. You know what? I'm going to go and Google that as soon as we're done here, right before we go down back to the Transformers. When are we getting that Len Kaminsky Iron Man Omni? Said one lone weirdo always in your chat. Is that you, though? We need to get that Daredevil Companion reprinted, too. Oh, but I thought that was still around. When will Marvel give us Reckless Omni? What? No. I've never read Miracle Man, and I don't have much knowledge of him. I didn't order, but to read how good it was. But is it suitable for people who suffer from mental health problems? What a good question. Maybe that's why I wanted to do those spoiler stuff. Because how do I answer this without spoilers? I mean, it's a look inside of somebody that has aged and has almost like a identity disorder in a way because of what happens, and there's some PTSD. I don't know. I find that question really hard. I'm sorry. I wish I had a right answer. I think it's a story of hope, though, in a weird way. So, Omar, you didn't answer my Joker question. I'm sorry. I think so. He's big enough. I'm in Central Time Zone today. I am, which is why I am about done. You ready? All right. At this moment, I just want to remind everybody, thank you for being here. Smash the like button. We'll be back to our regular 11 o'clock, 11 Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Saturday. Omar, do you know why DC? I'll take this question. Do you know why DC changed the name of The Last God to Felspire Chronicles? I actually know, because according to Philip Kennedy Johnson, somebody owned the rights to the Last God title. That's it. There's no secret. That's it. In Europe, somebody owns a book title called The Last God. So DC said, "Oh, okay, we'll change it." JG, thank you for the last minute super sticker, my dude. Thank you. Have a heck of a day. Thank you all. Yeah, it's me and my kiddo. We're gonna go and have fun, spend ridiculous amount of time and money, and it's just me and my oldest. I'm so proud of her for getting into Transformers. Thank you, everyone, for making my Saturday so much better. I still had to come and do this. Now it's time to go transform and roll out. Everyone have a wonderful day. Smash that like button on the way out. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com here in America, waltzcomicshop.com overseas. Remember to tell Waltz right near mint condition all one word at the checkout for free shipping on your next order of 40 euros or more. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Hope your weekend is all blessed. Stay healthy and safe. Much love. All right, Princess.